Hello, investor and trader. Welcome back to an episode of Live Day Trading and Recap. So today the market is overall super red. The Dow down over 600 points, NASDAQ down over 200 points. So as a knife catcher myself, see these big ass red days, not so good, right? You don't want to catch a knife on a big major red day for overall index. So what I do today, I just play it safe and just AFK a lot. Actually, I went back to sleep a little bit. Came back. It's still red. I'm like, okay, all right, let's do some options. So I did several option trades today, and I want to share with you guys. So let's get straight into it. So when the market opens, right, I was watching Facebook again. It's down 2%. Overall market just took a big ass dump. So I'm like, okay, this candle right here, I don't like it already. First of all, this long wick right here, as I mentioned many times in my video, I even made a whole video about this wick right here, the formation. So nope, not gonna trade here. Gonna wait. Eventually, I didn't trade Facebook at all. I mean, just look at it. It doesn't want to really do much. For me to catch a knife, I like to see red, 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 not chopping around like this. Notice with 30 minutes red, 30 minutes just chopping around. So not my type of trade, not my type of setup. I just watch. So eventually, like, nope, no Facebook today. Unum, it looks pretty good formation, but the volume is pretty low. I like the formation right here. Take down 3%, gap down. Formation looks pretty good, but I'm afraid I'm late for the party because notice already like a couple candles green already. That was a bummer. So nope. Went back to Facebook. I want to see what it does. Like, nah. MRNA right here looks very attractive. However, the 5 minute looks pretty good, but the 1 hour, no, it doesn't look so attractive. Look at that thing. It's almost, notice the time. It's almost an hour. And this thing is like a solid red. I'm like, oh man, that's like the bear to step in and smack the bulls. Like, hey man, we are in control. We are going down. At that time, that's what I thought. And for me, to catch a knife, I want to see some kind of reversal, right? Especially, I want to see this go above this green line right here, which is the 6 intraday EMA. Looks pretty good right here. Stochastic RSI is curving, but I need that confirmation, or else it's gonna be another bull trap, which it was, as well as a bull trap. So nope, didn't trade there. And that candle right here tells it all. Like, look how big that candle compared to this candle. Should have shorted it, and now it's hindsight, right? So that's a whole candle right there. That's a full red. So I'm like, oh hell no. Gonna wait a little bit. And down it goes. So here I begin to AFK the laptop. Notice the time passing and like the cursor doesn't move because I AFK. I went back to bed. I was like, you know what? The market is so red. I just go to sleep. So I did. I went back to bed. Went back an hour later. Came back from my nap, and this thing is still falling. I'm like, what the hell? Damn. All right. All right. Now this looks attractive now. So notice this is what I noticed at that time. Big red candle, a smaller red, and a tiny little red. Now I'm thinking, okay, maybe they decide to pull up right here. The candle formation looks pretty good. Red to green, the candle both the same size. I'm gonna wait just a little bit. Decided to nibble some shares, 20 shares only to test it out. I want to see next candle a higher high. At one point, I was up like $1 per share, but I'm like, there's only 20 shares. What can I do with 20 bucks, right? Nothing much. So I decided to hold on a little bit. Ultimately, I want to see this retouch this right here around 91 or 90 at least, or 290. So here's the next candle. Okay, at this point, okay, I noticed. Okay, that's a doji, lower high. This candle, I'm cutting my loss. Notice it's getting lower than this candle, so I decide, nope, I'm out. Then I cut my loss right there, down 20 bucks. Damn, that could be my breakfast right there. And then I think just take a dump. And then I AFK again, took a nap again, go back to sleep. Don't see anything good until I think more like, damn, I took a long nap. Notice the cursor hasn't moved yet. All right, now it's like lunchtime. Okay, so I'm back to the computer. Yay! And then I'm like, okay, look like AMD not doing much. So now here's some options. Facebook, I just closed my put. I had a put option for that, kind of like break even in a way. I bought that put like last week. So then I did some more put. So let me reward. Oh, not reward. Rewind back a little bit too fast. Okay, so I closed a Facebook put, and then I also closed AMD call option right here. There's the call. I closed it. I'll explain it in a little bit. And then what else? So I collected 900 premium. What else did I did? And I closed the put right here for 137. Kind of like, I think I down 200 bucks on that one. I had some put option, that's why. Yep, down 100 bucks. What else did I did? That's it? Oh, right here too. Then I have a sell put option. Collected almost a little over 2,000, a $2,000 premium. I think that's all I did today. Yep, that's all. Nope. One more trade. I remember the last minute. Somehow I just surfed around and I saw this right here. ISIG. Now, I missed all of this, obviously, right? Because I not only 30 more minutes left for the market. So what I did right here was I'm just looking at Finviz, the website that show all the movers, the market mover, the massive up, massive down. And I saw ISIG, it just tanked 34%. So it got my attention. So I just check out the stock, why see the candle formation, why it falls so much. Then I got so excited. I'm like, oh shit, this thing tanked. I love to see stuff like this. It's so rare to see stuff down like this much. Nice red, suddenly a little red, and a nice green bar on the 5-minute chart. So I decided, let's just trade for fun. Let's see if I can catch this knife. So I decided to jump in, small size, 100 shares right there on 1135, a little pullback. And then I entered. Originally, I want to sell around right here because this is a moving average right here, around the 12. But notice the volume right here. It's not much. This is almost end of the day too, so I'm expecting more volume. But it's not, so it's hardly move, and I try to give it some time. It just doesn't want to pop as fast, so I try to get out around 70 cents or 75 cents, just roughly near the high of this right here, slightly below this moving average. But I got out at a bad price because I used market order. There we go. Got out pretty bad. But nonetheless, I knew no volume, so this thing's going to tank back down. And if I do decide to jump back in, I drew the line right here. See that line right there I drew? During that time, if I decide to jump back in, I need to see this go above 12. But apparently that didn't happen. So like a dead cat bounce. And that's pretty much for the day for me. All right. So end of the day, 1900, 1800, mainly just this AMD premium right here that I collected. So let me go over that a little bit. All right, let's go to the option. So lately, as you can see, right, I haven't been really day trading much because I don't see any opportunity. I don't trade every day like I used to. If I don't see a good opportunity, I'm not gonna force it. So I've been doing a lot of option lately, just mess around with the option change. So here is the option I want to share. All right, it's all started back in December 9th, where I acquired 500 shares of AMD at these two different prices, which average to this price. You do the math, right? Here's a screenshot of my account, or of my trading account, which is this Fidelity right here that I'm talking about. So I have 500 shares. So I decided, you know what? So let me go to the chart to show you visually what am I talking about. All right, so let's go AMD, go to here. There we go. So the 9th is right here, right? Somewhere right here. So I bought some shares right here. Notice this big ass red candle shows up, right? Remember, this is a 4-hour chart, right? So now let's go back to the Excel. So the AMD is tanking, and I didn't want to close the position. So I'm like, you know what? I'm comfortable holding only 500 shares at this average cost. And as the stock falls, I'm like, okay, let's do some cover calls, right? So I did cover calls due the 23rd, which is this Friday. Remember, this is like 2 weeks ago. So I technically supposed to collect this much, but I closed the position already today. Collected 1933. Now you go here. That's why you see 1933 here. So I did a cover call right here. At one point down here, like a couple of days ago, I was almost pretty much 100% premium covered, but I didn't close the position. And then this happened. Remember the Fed, whatever about inflation and stuff like that, it could cause the stock to spike. And then I lose all of my premium. I'm like, oh no, right? And then of course my P&L went up because it went way past 142 because that's my P&L average cost. So I'm like, oh, now my whole premium got erased. But then lucky it went back down, right? So now I'm up again on my premium. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna collect the premium and then redo the cover call at a later date. So let me go back to the chart right here. So I decided to close that right now. So I collected almost 2,000 in premium, which is 85% of the whole entire premium. This is the old screenshot. So if you do the math, right, you take this number divided by 500 shares, right, like $3 or something, subtract this number, 142.15, give me this number. So that's the beauty about covered call. You can average your cost down. So I went from 142 down to 138. This is my true cost base now. Notice this is nothing right here because I'm going to do cover calls tomorrow or the next couple of days. I'm waiting for the stock AMD to go a little bit higher and then do a cover call because the best time to do cover calls is when the stock goes up. So today I did a put option right here. You can see right here. Sell to open 3 contract due January 21st. Put option at 130. So let's go here on Excel for summarize what I just did. Here's a screenshot. So what I did was I am agreed or okay to buy 300 shares of AMD at 130 within a month from now. Now, if AMD hits it, I have to buy it or go below the strike price. I have to buy it. I'm okay with it. I don't mind at all. Now, if it doesn't, then I don't have to buy it. I just collect the premium, which is 2,000. This, if I decided, let's say I got a sign, right? The worst case scenario, if I get a sign, this will bring my average cost down to 123, something change. Instead of 130, I bought at 123, some change because of the premium I collected. Now you do 123 plus this right here, my worst case scenario average cost gonna be around 133 ish. It's not gonna be exact, some change. I already did the math. You can verify it yourself if you like. So then again, I would have 800 shares of AMD. Worst case scenario. Okay, now for this right here, now that's not the worst case scenario at all though, because I still have 500 shares with no calls at all, which I'm planning to do in the next couple of days. So here's this part comes in. So I'll plan to do on the 21st. Notice the 21st right here, because earnings is right here on the 24th, I think. Notice all these contracts. So a lot of people are interested in AMD. You can see the volume is pretty high right here at 150, 155, and 160. Now the question is, what price do I want to sell the shares, or what's my intention? Do I want to sell it and get the premium plus P&L, or just get the premium with no P&L? I mean, I want to keep the shares, right? So you can see the lower the number is the strike price, the more premium I would get. So for me to get a premium, I like to collect 4 or at least 3 to 4, 5 or 6% a month or higher. Minimum is 3%, or maybe 2% something, because I don't play with a lot of volatility stock. So the premium is not that crazy. Notice the IV right here is only 55, not like AMC where it's above 100, where more volatility, more premium. So for me, I'm looking at 150. I think 150 is pretty reasonable because it's the most volume right here, right? So $4. So let's see. Of course, it'll be higher, right? Because AMD right now kind of like going a little bit higher because due to MU earnings. So let me put up the calculator real quick. Okay. So $4 divide 150. That's a 2.66% return in 1 month. If I decided to hold another month, I'm like, that's not bad, right? You think about it. You do that for 12 times a year, that's over 30% return annually. That's pretty good return. That's beat the S&P 500. So let's say if I decided to do that at $50 for $4, it's gonna be higher because of this right here. You can see if I minimize this right here. You can see AMD closes at 135.80. Right now it's at 137.36. So it went up a little bit because overall the market got up a little bit. On top of that, MU just released the numbers, right? The chip manufacturer, whatever, or the chip maker. MU. So it spiked. It drags AMD, another chip maker, with it. So that's pretty cool. So for me to sell another covered call, I like to see AMD above 140 so that I can start doing the covered call, because the best time to do a covered call is when the stock goes up. So I'm thinking 150, but I'm not sure. I mean, I'm okay with 145 also. But notice if I decide to sell 145, my percent return is going to be 5.4. Of course, it's going to be much higher because AMD just went up a little bit after hour, but 3.7% return, which is not so bad. Yeah, but we'll see, because my average cost right now is a 138. If you think about it, if I decide to go crazy, 138 strike price, which is down here, which is like in the money, so that's $8 divided by 138. That's 5.79% return. That's pretty nice. But then again, I only collect premium but no capital gains. So $8, right? I have 500 shares. That's like what, 4,000, right? 4,000 in premium for the next month if I decide to do that. On top of this right here, 2,000, another what, 7,000, 8,000, and I also have these other premium I gotta work with. I have PAGS. I gotta fill these out because these are all of my all of my how would I say, cover calls and putting stuff that I am in right now. So right now I only done with AMD. I still have all these to work to calculate for the next coming month. So yeah, a lot of options going on for me lately. No day trading lately, as you can see. I try to catch that knife on, oh man, on the MRNA, but I failed. Lost 20 bucks. But it's okay. It's nice to know to identify or cut your loss quickly, right? What they call it. So let's go to mRNA real quick and wrap it up. As we can see right here, this is where I decided to catch the knife right here. Right here, and it fell. I noticed I cut my loss right here. Well, technically, I mean, you can play it really safe and cut your loss right here if you want, but I just cut my loss right here because I didn't explain in the video. Because if you go to 30-minute right here, let me go to the 30-minute chart. This right here. This is what I noticed at that time. If you rewind the footage, I see this right here. So when I see a pin bar like that, that's why I decided to jump in. But the next candle, I do not like it. I do not like it when I see a pin bar and the next bar, or how it forms, it could not go above this bar. I'm talking about the high, because I don't like wick like this, where the next bar is below it. That's why I decided to cut my loss. And you go to 5-minute, so I mean, I cut my loss before the whole candle even finished. So I cut my loss on this candle over here. Then it went back down. So yeah, that's the plan so far. For the next couple of weeks is let's see how these I guess options goes. In terms of day trading, nothing much so far. Like I said, I don't see any good trades, so I'm not gonna take it. Especially on a red day like this. Look at all these bull trap, bull trap, bull trap, bull trap, bull trap. Not bull trap, but it takes like what, 3-4 hours before this even little micro pullback. So a lot of bull trap lately, and of course a lot of volatility lately too. Like a couple of days ago, where the stock just took off on, missed the trade. So yeah, kind of tricky to day trade lately for me. So I'm better off I just play it safe, just play with option, collect all these premium and cash secure put and stuff like that. That's what I did for AMD right here. The only sucks part about this is you have a lot of capital tied up. As you can see, I have a $40,000, close to 40K tied up that I cannot use because of the premium. So it's kind of sucks to do cash secure put. But the premium is pretty nice. If you do the ratio here, like I calculated. So let me go calculate it one more time. So you can see right here. So I collected $6.40. Whoops. So I collected $6.69. Divide 130. That's a 5% return. So I'm like, okay, I'm down with that. 5% return in 30 days. If AMD decided to go up, guess what? I'm going to close the premium contract early, collect that premium, and repeat the process. So yeah, that's what I've been doing lately, just messing with premiums and stuff like that. Okay, that video getting long. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful trading session in the next couple of days coming up before the holiday starts. And maybe we will see the Santa Claus rally, right, where people are talking about. But I don't mind this stock market going back down, because we are kind of overextended in a way. A little discount wouldn't hurt, right? It'd be more nice if this thing could pull back a little bit more. I mean, we are pretty overextended if you think about it. in the bigger time frame, like the weekly and the monthly, especially the monthly. So I would not be surprised if this pull back a little bit more towards the end of the year, which we are right now. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.